Hello there and welcome to Adiecraft. Today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to build this fantastic multi-directional nether portal in a fantasy style in your world, and giving you details of where you can download this world, which includes this and other builds in the series. So don't go anywhere and let's get on with the video. To make this build, you'll need the resources in this chest. Now, some of them you may need some fewer, depending on how you decide to decorate it, things like the leaves. The space that you will also need is set out as beneath, so we are going to be making 5x5 portals, which means that you'll actually need a 9x9 space for the whole thing, but again, it could go a bit wider depending on where you place the leaves. The first thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be placing the portals in. So we're just going to come around the whole build with some of the obsidian, and then once we've done that, we are going to pillar up, and I'll just do it on one side for you. We're going to have a 3x3 portal that we're going to be using all the way around the build. So yeah, get those put in place first and foremost. With that filled in, next we are going to cover up the obsidian on all sides. So on each of the sides we're going to pillar up to the top like this, using the stripped spruce wood. And again, I'll show you on one side and we repeat it all the way around, and then we also cover it with the stripped wood along the bottom there. With the wooden frame in place on all sides, now it's time for the decoration. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place 3 stairs up to the portal. On the inside of this wood, we're also going to place 4 stairs going around like this. Now we switch to the spruce trapdoors and we place 1 here, here and here, and then also on the insides of those blocks as well. Now here is a good place if you wanted to, you can put a chest in and put a trapdoor on top of that, and that is a really good place to store all of your nether specific stuff like your gold helmet, etc. Once we've done that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 2 spruce slabs. We're going to place 1 spruce slab here and 1 spruce slab here, and we're going to line these up on both sides with some of the acacia fences. Now, if you don't have acacia fences, you want something that's a bit of a contrast to the spruce, so you could use some birch. And the final thing to do on this side is to place the some more of the fences here, and then we're going to hang some lanterns from there. Next, we're going to add in the lanterns, as mentioned previously, and we're going to start decorating this with some of the leaves. So mainly with spruce leaves, you're just going to start placing some of the spruce leaves around the build, however you want it to go, and then just do that on all sides. Just like I say, filling them in however you want, and this is where the number of leaves that you have might change slightly. When you're doing those, mix up with some of the birch leaves every so often, just to give a nice contrast and some texture on that. So yeah, just do that and fill in the leaves around the bottom of the build on all the corners and the lanterns. Randomly on the roof, we're just going to start placing some of the fences. Now, if you place them like this, where you've got hangovers, then you can obviously put some of the leaf blocks underneath. But aside from that, you can just do whatever patterns of these that you'd like, set them up however you would want, and just randomly place them. Alternatively, if you do wish to do it exactly how I've done it here, then there will be a world download as well, or you can just rewatch or pause the video as we're going. But just set something up like that so you can see some things, and then we start filling in some of the leaves here, and the aim is to cover the entire roof in leaves of some description, and mixing in, again, we'll mix in some of the birch. Now what we want to do when we get to the sides is we want to have the odd overhang, and the leaves on the roof, we don't just want them to be 1 block high, we want to vary up the height as well with these leaves where we can, so occasionally having them going a bit higher, and like I say, having some overhangs going down the sides. Some of the bits there you don't necessarily need to go right the way to the edge either, you can leave some gaps. Again, it is down to your personal preference, and it's more kind of your interpretation of how you want to fill these in. But yeah, fill those leaves in around the actual build itself, and I'll show you what it will look like once I've added some texture. With the vanilla textures on, you can see that the leaves are a little bit more see-through, so you can actually see a bit more of the build, and you can show how overgrown and cool you can make it depending on what you want. But yeah, that's the build. I'll give you a quick run through in shaders and then we're done. Now with the shaders on, as you can see, the build looks great. They really do add life, and this is Seuss renewed shaders that I'm using here. So yeah, that's definitely a good one to use for your builds. Now this is great because if you put it in the middle of your base, no matter what direction you're coming from, you can always get into the nether. If you do want a world download of this, it will be available from my Discord, so check out the link in the description and come and join the community over there. It's a great group of people. And with that all being said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, then make sure that you do let me know in the comments. If you leave a like, that's most appreciated as well. And above all, make sure that you do subscribe for more tutorials like this. And there are several tutorials in this series that we've got looking at fantasy type builds. All of these have tutorials, and all of these are available in the world download. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time on Adiecraft.